Hello everyone, my name is Calderon and content creator from Upptik, and today I'm interviewing.
Daniela Morales.
So it's very nice to have you here. Do you
Thank
want to
you.
tell us something about you?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Daniela Morales, how I said. I'm 23 years old and I graduated in kindergarten education.
Oh, that's very nice. I will ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
What interests you to work with young children?
Well, I do want to say I've been working with young children for a really long time. I started babysitting, then I worked at a daycare for 5 years, and then that's when I was pursuing my career to become a kindergarten
Oh,
teacher,
wow.
a pre-K teacher. It's something I've always been interested on. And then I feel like just doing it for so long, it kind of brought me in this like career path where I started to loving it more and more and more every day.
Wow. Oh, that's very nice. And do you always know that you want a career related to education, or did it come later to your mind, to your life?
Well, both of my parents are actually teachers, so I do want to say they influenced me a little bit on picking that career. They actually didn't want me to be a teacher, but like just seeing them, like how happy they were and like how actually fulfilled their life was. Like I always felt between like nursing and teaching, but I just felt like my career path was bringing me more to like teaching and how I said like I did it for so long. Like I wasn't an actual teacher, but I was basically a
Of
teacher.
course.
So
Oh, that's very nice. That's very good. What is a typical day like in your job?
well, in kindergarten, so the parents will drop off. Like sometimes we are the one, like we rotate with the other teachers to like be at the front, be outside getting the cars. But like we'll greet the kids, then we'll like guide them to like put their stuff away. They know what to do. They know like all of that. Then we'll like basically like sit them like go through like the agenda of the day, what we're gonna do. There's different like activities every day. Like we'll have like some like grammar, some like learning how to write your name, a lot of outside time, of course.
Wow.
We have art activities, we have a lot of like understanding feelings and just,
Oh, wow, that's very extensive.
yeah.
That's great. And can you share us one of the most memorable, funny things, experiences that you ever have working with children?
Yeah, so I had a lot of funny experiences. I mean, children are
Of
hilarious.
course.
But I do want to say there's one that I thought it was really funny. I was babysitting this girl actually. So it wasn't in kindergarten, but I was babysitting one of the girls. And I was just talking to her, and she was like, "Wait, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then she asked me, "So why do you talk like that?" And then I just found it really funny, but it was also really fun to be able to explain to her like the actual
Of
reason
course.
why I have an accent. So just like explaining that I have a different culture, that I come from a different like country. And then she was like, "But you also speak English, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." So like it was just a fun conversation, and like I feel like every time since like I told her that, like every time she sees me, she's like, "How do you say this in Spanish? How do you
Oh,
say that in Spanish?"
oh,
So
that's so cute.
yeah.
Oh my God. And what personal qualities do you think are the more important in to be successful in this time of work?
In this type of work, I
Yeah,
think being patient is one of the most important qualities you can have in a job environment around children because every children's different and every child has a different need, and they definitely like each of them has like a different like family situation, what they live every day at home, what they like, just like the ability to try and see through their eyes without judging them
of
or like
course.
just like getting mad about the little things that they might be reacting to something else happening in their lives. So just being patient, being kind, just loving kids, to be honest.
Oh,
That's that really
of
important
course.
quality.
That's totally true. And what has been the most sorry about that. What is the thing that you most enjoy in working with children?
Well, I enjoyed a lot of it. I love children, so I'm very passionate about it. I think shaping young minds since they're like little, just kind of like teaching them between right and wrong, and just like the fact that you get to see them grow. I think that would be my favorite thing.
Oh.
Just like see them, like I know it might not be super like a huge difference between like 4 to 5 or 5 to 6, but just seeing like the change from day one to the end of the year and just seeing like that big growth that you're like, oh my god, when I met you, like
Yeah, there's
it
a
was
big
completely
changes.
different.
Yeah, that's totally
So,
true.
and they do it every year. Like, they change every year. So, it's just like seeing how, like, just things in every child, like,
Yeah.
lives just change them.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see them how it grow too fast, too fast. And what has been the most challenging part of working with children?
Well, I don't think it's a secret that working with children is, like, very physical. You have to be. You have to be a superhero, basically.
Of
Like, you
course.
can never be tired. You have to show them that you can do everything, and you have to do, like, you have to be there 100%. Like,
Of
you
course.
can't be there just like 30% if you're tired, or you can't be just there like whenever you feel like it. Like, you need to be there, like actually be there to be able to show them that you're there, so they'll be able to be there with you. And like, trust me, children feel your energy. Like, they know when you're not there. Like, they see more than you think.
Oh, that's really true. And what advice can you give to yourself or someone who was a scholar students like high school? They are trying to be like you. What advice can you give to some of them?
I would
Or
just say, like, if you like children and you think like this would be your career path, I say give it a chance. Like, there's nothing, like, there's so much you could like come with, like, get out of it, and then you can always like try something else if you don't
of
like it.
course, that's totally true. And what advice do you give it to yourself in the past?
What would I give? I would tell myself that just like, even though you think it's really hard, just like, even just keep trying. Like, that's all you can do.
Of course, that's totally true. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're